Good evening, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of this program. I sincerely appreciate all of you for coming. Thank you for the time spent. Thank you for being present. I appreciate you. And I hope you all were able to go through the videos that was dropped on the YouTube channel. And thank you for being so consistent. So now, what do you think we are having for today? For today, I'll be looking at pips, lots, leverage, brokers, platforms and charting softwares, types of traders, swing, day, position, scalp. So I'll be looking at all of these for today. And technical analysis, we'll talk about charts and candlestick trends, indicators. Let's start. What's a pip? A pip represents a tiny measure of the change in a currency pair in the forex market. It can be measured in terms of a quote or in terms of the underlying currencies. Determining your profit and losses is an essential part of trading. So let's take a closer look at how pips and spread factors in this equation. Class, a pip is simply the smallest price change that an asset can make. In the forex market, currency pairs are often used to quote, are often quoted in four-decimal points, so as 0.001. Let me quickly explain what I'm trying to say, class. I want to quickly explain what I'm trying to say. Now, when you have 1/100 times 1/100, 1 times 1 is what? 1. 100 times 100 is what? 10,000. 1 divided by 10,000 is 0.00001. So that is 1 divided by 10,000. Now, class, in the forex market, when you have 0.16, this is seen as 1 pip. And this is seen as 6 pipettes. Class, this is seen as 1 pip. This is seen as what? 6 pipettes. Now say something. If we have something like 0.0016, it means that's 1 pip and this 6 pipettes. Now, let's say we have an exchange rate like this, 1.1, 257, 89. You have 1.9, 25789. So if I say Mr. Success, add 5 pips to this. If I say Mr. Success, add 5 pips to this. It is expected that Mr. Success comes under here and add this to the 4th value. So if you add 2 here, let me use another color, please. Let's say the man adds 3 here. Now 3, this is a pipette. You have no business. This will be 9. So 8 plus 3 is 1. We put 1 here. 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 comes down. 1.1. So you have successfully added 3 pips to that exchange rate. Are you with me? You have successfully added what? 3 pips to that exchange rate. Let me take another good example. What if I tell you to add 8 pips to that? Remember that you are adding 8 to the fourth value from the decimal. What exactly is the fourth value? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth value is 8. So let's say you are adding 8 pips to that. So 8 pips added to that. If I put my 8 here, 9 comes down. 8 plus 8 is what? 6. If you put 1 here, 5 plus 1 is what? 6. Then 2 comes down. Then you put 1 here, 0.1. So you have successfully added 8 pips to that exchange rate. Are you with me? So class, I want to say something quickly. If, for instance, you have, in mathematics, there's what they call units, tenths, and what? 100. Are you with me? There's something they call units, tenths, and 100. If, for instance, I now tell you that, okay, in this exchange rate, 1.12359. I tell you that Mr. Who's in the house here? And let's say I say Mr. Yusuf. Can you add 10 pips to this exchange rate? I expect this man to come here and put 1 and 0. Remember when I said 8, that 8 and 3 were exactly under 3. Sorry, that 8 was exactly under 5. But now it is now tenths. We want to use no units. So it will be 1 and 0. Please, you have no business to this one. This one is exactly for the brokers. That's the pipette. So do your mathematics. 9 comes down. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 comes down. Then 1.1. I see. So you have added 10 pips to that exchange rate. You have added what? 10 pips to that exchange rate. What if I say add 20 pips to this exchange rate? Let's say this exchange rate is 0.85. $4.20. I say add 20 pips to this exchange rate. It's expected that you add the 20 directly here. I recall you have no business with this. So this will be what? 0, 2, 6, 5, 8, point what? 0. Are you seeing it? Point what? 0. So we have successfully added 20 pips to that exchange rate. So let's talk about YenPay. What exactly are YenPay? Example of YenPay are USD JPY, Euro GPP, NZD JPY, GPP JPY. Are you with me? All those currency pairs that their quote is a Japanese currency, yen. You know, Japanese is saying yen. They are always having their own P is starting from what? From the second value of the decimals. Let me explain myself later. Let's say I have this Euro JPY. So let's say I have it is the second value from decimal because it is 1/10 times 1/10. 1 times 1 is what? 1. 10 times 10 is what? 100. So 1 divided by 100, your mathematics, that's 0.01. You can see that this is simply what? The second value from the decimals. 1, 2. I see. Now, how do you know exchange rates like this? Let's say for you to recall exchange rate like this, it's going to be the exchange rate here will be 115.821. Let's say this is also 3. So let's say I tell somebody in the house that add 20 pips to this or add 5 pips to this. The man will come here and add it to what? To the second value from the decimals. So this is 1, 7, 3 constant, 0.5, 1, 1. So I've added 5 pips to that. What if I say add 10 pips to this? So 2 plus 0 is what? 2. 3 plus 1 is 4. So I've successfully added 10 pips to this. So that is that for pips. So class, that is that for pips. Let's go to my next phase for today. My next phase for today is lot size. Lot size represents the size of your trade in forex. In another interpretation, lot is the number of currency units you will trade in forex. Now, there are 4 types of lot class. There is standard lots, mini lots, and micro lots. In fact, there's nano lots. But the reason why I don't include nano lots is because nano lots is negligible in this case. Now, let's talk about lot sizes. How can you make your calculations on lot sizes? I have a formula for lot size, and that formula is x over 10,000. Let's say someone like Mr. Okwe has $100. What will be his balance, or how much will he be having in the, or what will be his lot size in the forex market? That will be what? 100 divided by 10,000. Zeros cancel zeros. So 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. Are you think? 1 divided by 100 is what? 0.01. So it means that this is what? A micro lot size. It means that this is what? A micro lot size. Class. A micro lot size is a lot size that ranges from what? From $100 to $900. I repeat, a micro lot size is a lot size that ranges from what? From $100 to $900. So if you have $800 in the forex market, that is what? A micro lot size. I repeat, if you have $800 in the forex market, that is what? A micro lot size. Now, class, let's say Mr. Who is in the house again? Let's say someone like Mr. Prince Chinedu. Let's say Mr. Prince Chinedu wants to put in $1,000 in the forex market. What will be his lot size? So that will be 1,000 Mr. Prince, please, you are doing some things to my screen. Please, can you stop that, please? Thank you, sir. That will be 1,000. So that would be 1,000 divided by 10,000. So zeros cancel zeros. So 1 divided by 10. 1 divided by 10. 1 divided by 10 will give you what? 0.1. So 0.1 is what? A mini lot size. 0.1 is what? A mini lot size. Now, class, a mini lot size is a lot size that ranges from what? $1,000 to what? To $9,000. A mini lot size is a lot size that ranges from what? From $1,000 to $9,000. My class, if you have a mini lot size, you're a big boss. Are you with me? If you have mini lot size, I mean, you are very, very okay. You are doing well. Are you with me? So, class, let's now proceed to the next phase. Let's say somebody like Mr. Usman has $10,000 in the forex market. So that would be 10,000 divided by 10,000. Zeros cancel zeros. Sorry, 10 divided by 10, that's 1. So this man has a what? A standard lot size. This man has what? A standard lot size. A standard lot size is a lot size that ranges from what? From $10,000 upwards. If somebody is having like $200,000 in the forex market, if you divide $200,000 in the forex market by 10, by 10,000, that will give you a lot size of 10. That is a standard lot size. Class, somebody who has a standard lot size is very, very comfortable. What am I saying? A standard lot size is somebody who has $10,000 from forex market. I agree. If, for instance, $10,000 is 4.8 million naira. Now, on 10 pips, you can earn nothing less than $100. Now, let's say your target is 50 pips. If you earn $100 in 5 places, that's what? That's $500. Now, $500 times, right now, hot forex rate. Go and make your research. For you to deposit into hot forex, that's 4,495, which is virtually $500. So 500 times 500 is what? 250,000 naira. So virtually, class, with 4.8 million, you can earn 250,000 naira in a day. So that is that. Thank you, class. Let me proceed to my next slide. Don't worry, I'm dropping a recorded version for you. The next phase is leverage. Leverage results from using borrowed capital as a funding source when investing to expand the firm's asset base and generate returns on risk capital. Leverage is an investment strategy of using borrowed money specifically. Now, I don't want to say much because I'll still do this PDF. Let me just analyze what I have to do here. Now, let's say Mr. Thank God has $200 in the forex market. The man calls me, Mr. Gospower, please, what will be my leverage? So what I will advise the man to do is I'll tell him that, Mr. Thank God, let me clear the screen, please. I will say $200 is entitled to use a leverage of what? 1 to 500. So when you use a leverage of 1 to 500, it means that for that leverage of 1 to 500, it means that automatically you are seeing it like depositing $200 in the forex market. But to the brokers, $200 times 500, that will give you what? $100. But the question is, do these brokers do this for free? No. The brokers will never do this for free. Once they boost your $200 to $100,000 in forex market, guess what? They will take their commissions. Are you with me? They will surely take their commission. That's why when you're opening a live account, there are two ways of opening. There are two ways of opening. When you open, the brokers will either charge you from their spread, or the brokers will either charge you from their commissions. I repeat, the brokers will either charge you from the spread, or the brokers will either charge you from what? From the commissions. So that's that. So somebody who has $100, if you use $500 as leverage, sorry, $1 to $500, $1 to $500 as leverage, it means that to you, you see this as $100, but in the forex market, they see this as what? 50,000 naira. They see this as what? 50,000 naira. Plus, let me quickly proceed because of time. Now, the next thing I would like to talk about, class, is brokers. Brokers are firms that provide traders with access to a platform that allows them to buy and sell foreign currencies. Brokers are like this. Hot Forex, for instance. Hot Forex, if I want to liaise with Hot Forex, this is what Hot Forex will do. Hot Forex will tell me that God's power, we know that you want to trade. So I advise you, this is what you will do. I'll give MetaTrader 4 to trade on. This is how we can communicate. Plus, there are several types of brokers. I repeat, there are several types of brokers. One, there's Forex Time, there's Apari, there's Hot Forex, there's OptaFX, there's XN Forex, there's XNES, there's InstaFX, there's TopFX, there's Antec, then there's FXTN. There are so many. If I say let me call them here, we'll sleep here today. Are you thinking somebody has dropped a message? Okay. Then Mr. Prince, you came later. So maybe that's why you're not getting it. We watched the video. So there is now I want to say something, class. If you have, I'm going to specify some broken things here, but please, I need you to just pay attention. I'm not saying others are not okay. These ones I'm going to specify are the ones I've worked with. Now, OptaFX is part of them. Hot Forex is part. Avatree is a very good broken firm. TopFX is very perfect. Antec is very good. Now, class, I repeat, I'm not saying others are not good. So this is what I want to say quickly. If, for instance, you ask me that which broken firm do you use, Mr. God's power? I use Hot Forex. Plus, Hot Forex is so perfect. Do you know that there are two ways you can earn from Hot Forex? Aside from the profit you earn from your trading, you can also liaise with them. You can partner with Hot Forex and you'll be earning commission from there. Because why? They will give you their referral link. So whoever you give, they will now charge based on the spread. Are you with me? So Hot Forex is so perfect for me. Are you with me? I enjoy them anytime, any day. Do you know that, class? There was a day I placed withdrawals on Hot Forex as at 4 a.m. As at 1:59 p.m. that same day, I got my money into my GT Bank account. Are you with me? I'm not saying others are not good. As at the last thing I heard about OptaFX is that OptaFX, they are actually on promo. They are giving out bonus and all of that. So what they do is, when you deposit, for instance, $100, they will automatically convert your money towards, I think it was 50%. They will give you a capital of $150. But from a reliable source, the person told me that if you want to withdraw, they will not allow you to withdraw all your money. In fact, from the last thing the man told me, when he deposited $100 and it was $150, the man said that he was not permitted to withdraw to go less than 30 something dollars, or maybe $35. Are you with me? So that's their own pattern. Anything that comes with, we also have something that is attached to it. Are you with me? They will double your money, but will they allow you to withdraw or no? Are you with me? So sometimes when you are registering with all these broking firms, you have to read their bonuses very well. If you read, if you are not careful, you make a decision that will be very, very what? Terrible. So let's proceed, please. Where you can, Mr. Prince, please drop your question on the platform. You can drop your question on the platform, please. Drop your question in that message box. I'm still. Now let's proceed. Platform and chatting softwares. We have NinjaTrader, TradingView, Finvix. Please, I don't want to talk about much about this, but I'll say a bit about TradingView. TradingView will get you perfectly in the advanced class. TradingView is just a chatting, is just a center where you can make your analysis, and they are mostly used by technical analysts. Are you with me? Why? Because they draw lines, Fibonacci level, so on and so forth, just to make the analysis, and eventually, you technical traders they deal with trading view. Are you with me? Please, if you have a message, drop your message on the box. I will attend to your message, please. If there is time for you to ask your questions, I will give you that one. But if you have any message to drop that. Plus, if you know you're understanding what I'm doing, can you just type 1 in the chat box? If you know you understand what I'm doing, can you type 1 in the chat box, please? If you know you understand what I'm doing, can you type 1 in the chat box, please? Before we proceed. Fine. If you know you understand what we are doing, can you type 1 in the chat box? Okay. I'm having ones. Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Thank you, Mr. Success. Mr. Okwe, thank you. God bless you. I sincerely appreciate all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm pleased. Thank you. So let's proceed. The next phase I would like to talk about, class, is traders. Forex traders tend to fit in one of the following. If you're a forex trader, then you fit in into one of these. Scalper, you will be a scalper, you'll be a day trader, swing trader, position trader, algorithmic trader, event-driven trader. I will explain them one by one. A scalp trader is a trader that trades from few seconds to what? To few minutes. Are you with me? A scalp trader is a trader that trades from what? From few seconds to few minutes. A scalp trader will always want to, we never want his trade to go over to the next day. That is who a scalp trader is. A day trader is very, very, very similar to a scalp trader. A day trader, we never want his or her trade to go over to the next day. They never like that. That's day traders for you. And scalp traders, like I said, they go from few seconds to few minutes. Swing traders are traders that target one move in the forex market. For instance, a swing trader will see that the market is going as a buy, went as a buy. To me, that person is trading in isolation. Are you with me? The swing trader after the market is coming down itself. A swing is what they actually view in the market. And I've noticed something about them. This kind of traders, they always have trades that roll over to the next day. And the disadvantage about your trade rolling over to the next day is whenever your trade rolls over to the next day, it attracts swap fee. What's swap fee? Swap fee is a fee a broker will charge you when your trade goes over to the next day. Let's say, for instance, I pick a trade now. Once I pick the trade now, once the next day comes over, if I made the profit of $10 from tonight to tomorrow, the brokers will remove something like 0.05 cents. 0.05 cents from $10 will give you a balance of what? $9.95. Are you can see that that's not a complete $10. Yes, it will show that you made $10, but the truth is in your profit margin, you will see it as $9.95. Position traders. These are traders that trade from weeks to years. I have several friends since when I've been organizing this training. It's ranging from the kind of job they do is what the kind of job some people do will never make them to trade every day. I have doctors as friends that, in fact, because of the time, they cannot see with their phone and trade. So what they do is they set trades for a long period of time. When that trade comes their way, the profit you and I will make throughout 2 weeks is what they will make in just one trade or 3 trades. So that's who a position trader is. An algorithmic trader is a trader that design robots, that design softwares, expert advisor. For instance, I'm a software engineer to the glory of God, and I've designed my robots. I'll be launching it very soon. I'm just backtesting my robot. What does a robot do? A robot will target a good entry into the market, and a robot will exit the market when it is not convenient. Now, class, let me give you an idea of what I'm saying. Forex robot is also known as expert advisor. Are you with me? Forex robot is also known as expert advisor, and there's what they call a script. A script, sorry, I'm not teaching coding here, but I also give classes on coding. I also give classes on how to design robots. Now, a script is a code that runs once. I repeat, a script is a code that what runs once, while expert advisors are scripts that runs continuously. Are you with me? So that is that. If you are in the advanced class and you have very good strategies, you might not really need a robot. You will only need a robot if you know that the nature of your job doesn't permit you. Like I have somebody who works in the rig. Since when that guy paid for the advanced class, that guy has never been chance to attend that class, and it's not his fault. He keeps reminding me. I tell him no problem. Whenever you are out, just let me know. And you know. So let's proceed. Now the next one is event-driven traders. These are traders that keep up to what? To world news. These kind of traders, they what? They keep up to world news and they use their news to trade. If you look at this page, it said that they are curious and forward-thinking. You'll be skilled at processing new information and predicting how global local events may play out. They always watch out for news. Okay, is this going to affect the market? What is the effect of this to that? How you think? They are very, very similar to fundamental traders. That's event-driven traders for you. They are always up to date. Plus, I want to appreciate you for coming. I want to say something with you. When I made an advert of this class, there are two sections of this class. There's a beginner's class and there's what? There's an advanced class. The beginner's class is a class that will only come up for 4 days. Plus, I will drop some platforms on WhatsApp tomorrow morning. Please, I can even drop it tonight if I'm chanced. Please, I want you all to go and download it. Tomorrow we'll be having a practical class tomorrow. I repeat, we'll be having a practical class tomorrow. Now, what am I saying? The advanced class is a class that will start exactly from Monday, which is Monday is 23rd of August, and it will end September 6th of August. Sorry, it will start, the advanced class will start 23rd of August and end September 6th. That is exactly 2 weeks. And what time are we going to be looking at? We are going to be looking at 9 p.m. Are you with me? The advanced class will start 23rd of August and end with 6th of September. Exactly 2 weeks. At that time will be what? 9 p.m. Now, what's the cost for the advanced class? The advanced class goes for a token. And that token is what? 10,000 naira. I repeat, the advanced class goes for a token, and that token is what? 10,000 naira. Plus, I have a very big advice for you. If you have a knowledge of what I'm going to do for these 4 days, if you now go for that advanced class and you attend that advanced class for 2 weeks, the truth about it is 2 weeks plus 1 week, you will get a good knowledge of what is. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Usman. I appreciate you. Thank you. You get a very good knowledge of what the advanced class is. I always tell my students something. Please, I beg you, do not miss the advanced class. Are you with me? Do not miss the advanced class. That's the bank details on the screen. That is my name here. If you want to make your confirmations, that same name is what I use for my Facebook, and that's my bank details, and the bank is GT Bank. What's the cost? 10,000 naira. Plus, I know by the grace of God, 10,000 naira is a big money. But if you have a knowledge of the advanced class, you will appreciate it. If you want to see proofs if truly I have been organizing advanced classes in the previous classes, I can show you the Telegram group. If you look at this Telegram group, this is the advanced class that graduated last week. You can see what they are doing there. See what somebody said. See what somebody said in the advanced class. 2 weeks of constant profit, no loss. Just thinking of switching to life account. I am happy for the guy. You can see. And this is what I do. In the advanced class, we'll be using a Telegram platform, and I'll be dropping their videos here directly. There is nothing that has to do with link over there. There will be nothing like links. These are profits that are made in the advanced class. Now, this is the advanced class I am organizing right now. This is the advanced class I'm organizing right now. I just started with these ones yesterday, and I'm attending to them by 9 p.m. once I'm through with you. I just started with these people yesterday, and this is the video I dropped for them. So, thank you very, very much, class. You can ask your questions now, please. You can ask your questions. If you have any questions, you can ask the question before the time elapses. Class, you can ask the question before the time elapses. Hello, is there any question for me? You can ask a question. Mr. Prince raised his hand the other time. Ask a question now before the time elapses.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good evening. I'm with you. What's your name, please?
I'm Osman, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Osman. Can you quickly go on? The time is about to elapse, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, before I go to direct my question, I would like to appreciate you actually. I've been searching and I've been undergoing a lot of forex training, but I've
Yes.
never seen one that
Hmm.
as impressive as that.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to, sir.
With you with advantage. What I would like to ask, what if the online class is provide what I is there going to so that
Oh, the network is the site need to okay, Mr. I promise you, I will attend this one tomorrow. I promise you, sir. I promise you, I'll attend this one tomorrow. I promise. Yes, I promise. Ask him questions, sir. I'll attend to you on that, sir. I promise you.